Hey guys, and welcome to a Tech Talk Tuesday. Alrighty guys, today we are going to be working with a Samsung Galaxy Note 2. And what we are doing is we are going to revert this sucker back to stock. Because my husband has it hacked. We hack our phones because, you know, we're geeks and stuff like that. But it has been giving him some serious attitude, and he's not receiving all his text messages, and he's standing right here and he's probably going to get mad at me, but he does have a tendency to mess with his phones almost every other day and always installing weird random stuff. Now he's flipping me off. So who knows, it could be any number of weird things that he did to his phone that jacked it up. But we're going to revert it to stock. He's decided he's going to keep it stock, right? Okay, so we're just going to revert it back to stock. We're not going to reroute it. We're going to leave it alone. And that way he'll just keep getting the normal updates from T-Mobile and Samsung. Everything will supposedly work, and he'll get his Wi-Fi calling back because we're on T-Mobile, so Wi-Fi calling only exists on the stock factory images because there's weird kernel hacks that are proprietary, so you can't put them on, you know, ROMs that are edited by the open source community. So yeah, let's get to it.
And my 4G LTE.
And his 4G LTE, which you had anyway though, right? Didn't work right?
It was spotty.
Ah, okay. So hopefully he'll get superior 4G LTE and everything too, once we put the sucker back to stock. Alright guys, so of course we go to the web to do anything and everything because the web has everything that we want. So I'm on the T-Mobile Samsung Galaxy Note 2 forums on XDA developers. We are going to go to the, hold on a second, Android development forums. And the top thing, almost always on every single phone, sticking on top, is stock factory images, ROMs, kernels, and modems. So the latest factory image is the T889, which is this phone, UVBMD1. And we are going to download the factory image. There's also other ones, images like Odex, Dodex, and you can just get the kernel or just the modem. These are rooted factory images, and of course just the kernel if you just want the kernel, or just the modem if you want to install the modem on your custom ROM. But we are getting the factory image, and it is actually downloading already down here. It is a humongous file. It is 895 megabytes. I got 5 minutes left. And then once we get this sucker all downloaded, then I'll show you what we need to do to get it onto the phone. Alrighty guys, so I got the file downloaded. It is a zip file. So what I want to do is I want to extract all. And it's going to say yes, blah blah, extract. Okay, it is extracting the file. And again, this is, you know, 850 megabytes or something, so it does take a little bit of time to extract. But as you can see, it's still going really, really fast. Okay, done, perfect. Now we can see that I have a file called something huge. .tar.md5. That is the file that we will use in Odin to flash the phone back to stock. There's an extra file, ss_dl. However, the instructions specifically say to ignore the ssdl file. It says ignore ssdl file. Okay, also before we do this, you will lose data en route, okay? Like, your phone is going to be completely and utterly wiped. Okay guys, the next thing we want to do is we want to turn the phone on into download mode, what's it's called. This is the mode it needs to be in to use Odin. So what we need to do is we need to hold the volume down key, the power key, and the home button all at the same time. So hit all three buttons. Okay, now we can see we are in download mode. This can cause critical problems, blah blah blah. We're going to do volume up to continue. Downloading. Okay, now we are going to hook it up to the computer. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to load Odin. I have it installed in... Where do I have it installed? Is that it? Odin 307. There we go. Look. Odin. Yes. Okay. So here's Odin. Let me get it centered in the screen. We can see that here on COM. Let me zoom in a little bit. So right here, we can see that my phone is in fact connected on COM 3. We are going to leave everything the way it is, auto reboot, F reset time. We are going to select a PDA file, and this is going to be the file that we just extracted, which is this one, the tar.md5 file. Hit open. Okay, Odin is thinking a little bit. Alright. So I accidentally unclicked this, so when it was thinking on my accident, so I clicked it back on. So now we've got the PDA file here, which is what we need to restore it. And all we have to do now is click Start. Okay, so it just flashed boot, recovery. Now it's flashing the system. So this takes care of everything. Like if you have custom recovery, it blows it away and puts the original recovery on. The original boot stuff, it puts it on. The original system, it's putting it on. So when we are done here, it'll have everything. And if we can see, looking at the actual phone, we can see that there's actual progress happening. It's downloading, connected to Odin right now. We can see it's downloading there, and it's downloading here, which is good. And we're going to go ahead and let this do its thing. It is downloading 850 megabytes to the phone right now, so that's going to take a while. Also, just so you guys know, just for random information, I have had to flash my phone. I have a Galaxy S3, and I have had to flash it back to stock in order to get firmware updates. If we look down here, one of the things it does is, firmware updating. And I had rooted my phone so long ago that it got to a point where some of the things that in my custom ROM required some of the new firmware, and my custom ROM wasn't working. And the only way to get those little updates is to flash back to stock to get all that firmware installed, and then you can reroute your phone and put your custom ROM back on. So even if you don't want to go back to stock, every now and then you might actually have to do this procedure. Alrighty guys, it is done. Sweet, alrighty guys, so we've got the nifty T-Mobile thing coming up, which obviously is what we'd expect if we flash it back to stock. And it is doing its little boot up thing. Okay, Android is upgrading. Obviously, this is what happens. I am not going to do anything with this phone. I'm going to let my husband set it all up since it's his. So we're just going to leave this alone now. Alrighty guys, so now we have taken this Samsung Galaxy Note 2. We can see it is now back to stock. It's telling us what we need to do to start it for the first time. Like I said, I'm going to leave this alone and let my husband do it. But yeah, it is now officially back to stock. It is all nice and perfect, just like it would be straight out of the box from the store. I hope you guys found this video useful. People seem to really like my tech videos. I seem to get a lot of views on them, which is really, really cool, which I love because I love doing the tech stuff. If you guys are a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed yet, click that little subscribe button down below and you'll get all my videos Monday through Friday. Alright guys, if you found this video useful and now you want to go try putting your phone back to stock, which I don't know why you'd want to ever personally because I love having my phone hacked, but give me a thumbs up if you think it was cool what I just did. Alright guys, until next time, love and bubbles.